Thank you, Madam Speaker. To the bill.
To the bill.
All right. Colleagues, today I rise in strong support of HB 3110, a bill that sets Oregon's publicly traded corporations on a path toward a more inclusive future and a richer economy for all Oregonians. The bill, as engrossed, states, a publicly traded corporation shall have a minimum of one female director and one director who is a member of an underrepresented community on the corporation's board of directors. This directive is both good for business and good for our community. I have very personal insight that informs my position. In 2012, I ran for a seat on my medical group's corporate board, a board that acts as a fiduciary for a medical group of more than 1,300 physician shareholders. I had been with the company for 5 years, and I felt like it was time our corporate culture and direction was changing. I didn't really accept the traditionally held notion that the more experienced members of our medical group were the ones that should lead, and I felt my ideas were worth sharing, or at least trying to share. For almost 75 years, our company had been led by a board of largely older white men. I felt it was time for a voice at the table who was different. Sound familiar? When I was elected that year, there were 3 white women and 6 men on our board. My election helped change our corporation's understanding of what a board member looked like, and that I was young and relatively new to the company, and that the understanding since has continued to evolve. 5 years later, I was the first woman to be elected chair of the board, and I indeed had to change the title from chairman. Today, 8 years after my initial election, there are 6 women, 3 men, and 3 members who come from countries other than the United States. What is so critical about the board's change is not as much about the diversity of the body, but that it fundamentally has changed the decisions that the board makes, as well as how they come to those decisions. The corporation has shifted intentionally and enthusiastically in its governance, finance, and culture, and has seen great success as a result. The impact on the business reflects what we understand from extensive research into this area. Businesses with diverse boards do better. It allows for the company to better anticipate and consider perspectives of all key constituencies, including its customers. So why, if it's good for business, do we as a state need to mandate it? Why not allow the businesses to make this good decision on their own? The reason is that a publicly traded corporate board has a fiduciary duty to perform optimally for the shareholders. This means that board members must make decisions that serve the interests of the corporation shareholders, and that is largely to bring in optimal profits. A board, when making governance changes, must be able to prove that such a change is likely to result in a better business performance. If it does not, the board members can be held accountable. This is an extremely high bar to clear and intimidates many boards from making a change, even if they suspect it's a good one. A government mandate helps boards help themselves while also serving the interests of the public. Colleagues, I ask you to help us do just that. I encourage your aye vote today on HB 3110. Thank you.
Thank you, Representative.